Okay. Today topic is exact transmission loss formula. Okay. Today exact transmission loss formula. So we are calculating for transmission loss formula. Okay. So exact formula for calculating transmission losses by making the use of bus bar and the system parameters. So let SI be the total injected bus bar at bus I and and is equal to the generated power minus the load at bus I. Okay, so the summation of all such a power over all the buses gives the total losses of a system. Okay, so the total losses of a system will be equal to, so the let the SI be the total injected bus bar at the bus I and is equal to the generated power minus of the load at the bus I. Okay, so the summation of all such a power of a bus gives the total losses. So such that PL plus JQL equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n SI, that is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n VI and II complement. So that is equal to V bus T and I bus star. Okay, so now V bus equal to Z bus into I bus. Actually voltage equal to impedance into current. So that is we are writing. So where Z bus is the bus impedance matrix of a transmission network. So bus impedance of a matrix of a transmission network. Okay, so here Z bus will be given by, here Z bus will be given by R plus JX. Okay, so uh, Z means impedance. So the impedance will be uh, written R plus JXN. So R means, so we are writing a R matrix here. Okay, so R11, R12 and so on Rn. So R21, R22 and so on R2n. So that will be going on Rn1 and so on Rnn. So up to nth bus we are writing this matrix for resistance, and plus inductance we are writing a matrix. So x11, x12 and so on x1n. So similarly for n buses we are writing the impedance matrix. So from equation 1 and 2 we have PL equal to JQL equal to Z bus T, I bus T, Z bus T into I bus. Okay, so I bus T, Z bus into I bus. So we are calculating this equation 3. So the last step can be written because of Z bus is a symmetric matrix, and therefore Z bus T equal to Z bus. So I bus equal to IP plus JIQ. So here IP means IP1, IP2 and so on IPN plus J into IQ1, IQ2 and so on IQN. So this is I bus matrix. Okay, and next, so from equation 3 can be written as PL plus JQL, that is equal to, PL means IP IP plus JIQ power of T into R plus JXL. JX and IP minus JIQ. Okay, separating out of the real part PL from the above matrix. So in this above matrix we are separating the real part. So real part of PL equal to, so real part of PL means IPT into R IP. Okay, and IPT into, here IPT into XL. So X into IQ. Okay. So RPT into X into IQ. Okay. And IQ of T into R into IQ. So minus IQT into XIQ. So this is a symmetrical matrix. Okay. So then you have to write in IP of T and XIQ equal to IQ of T into XIP. Okay. So PL equal to IPT into RIP plus IQT into RIQ. So this is we have taken equation number 4. Okay. So next, so this expression 4 can be rewritten by using index notation. Okay. So this equation will be rewritten by using index notation. Okay. So PL equal to sigma I equal to 1 and K equal to 1 to N. So R RF into IPG, IPK plus and so on, IAJ plus IQK. Okay, so the transmission loss can be expressed in terms of bus current in actual power plant. So the transmission loss can be expressed in terms of bus currents. Okay, so in actual power plant, the system operations usually know the bus bar and the nodal voltage. So therefore, it is more practical to express PL in terms of these quantities. Okay, so for bus powers at bus I we have, so here we are writing bus powers. Okay, so bus powers pi plus j qi equal to vi ia star equal to vi into ipi minus j iq, that is equal to, so vi will be taken as common and cos alpha 1 plus j sin alpha 1 into ipi minus j iqi. So here, so pi equal to vi into cos alpha ipi plus vi iqi sin delta I. Okay, so qi equal to vi ipi sin delta I minus vi into iqi cos delta I. Okay, and after that, so solving ipi and iqi, so we have ipi equal to 1 by v1 p1 cos delta I plus q1 into sin delta I. Okay, so I equal to 1 by v1 p1 sin delta I minus qi into cos delta I. So we have expressed there the real and imaginary components of bus current in terms of bus power and the bus voltage. Substituting these values in the expression for power loss, we get the after some algebraic multiplication. Okay, here power loss will equal to sigma j equal to 1 to n and k equal to 1 to n alpha jk into pj pk plus qj qk plus beta jk into qj pk minus pj qk. Okay, so where alpha jk means rjk by vk cos of delta j minus delta k. Okay, and beta jk equal to rjk by vk sin delta j minus L delta k. Okay, so this is power loss formula. Okay, so flow chart for economical load dispatch for neglecting losses. Okay, so flow chart for economical dispatch for neglecting losses. So this is flow chart for economic load dispatch and neglecting transformer losses. Okay, all of you know that for flow chart, first step will be start and last step will be end. So in the middle of that, so some conditions we are taking and some statements also we are taking. Okay, so here at first start and after that reading FNN and FN PDC and E, assuming a suitable value of lambda and delta lambda and set n equal to 1. So solving the equation for Pn equal to lambda minus Fn by Fnn. So check if Pn is greater than Pn maximum. Okay, so when this condition will be satisfied, set Pn equal to Pnnm. Okay, and if is condition will be satisfied and going to another step, set n equal to n plus 1 and checking another condition, check all the buses have been accounted. So when it is yes, calculate the delta p equal to I into x. Okay, I into xpn minus pd. Okay, and if delta p less than e, so this will be condition will be satisfied, print generation and calculate the cost of generation and the steps will be ended. So here we are printing generation and calculating cost of generation. Okay, and the steps will be ended. So here if Pn is greater than Pn maximum, when it is yes, so these steps are will be going. So when Pn is and when it is no, so this condition will not satisfy and check another condition, Pn is less than P maximum. So when it is yes, so then set Pn equal to Pn minimum. So when it is Pn equal to Pn minimum condition will be satisfied, and going to another step, set n equal to n plus 1. So when n equal to n plus 1 will be, so when increased n equal to n plus 1, and check all the buses have been accounted. Okay, so when it is no, so this condition will not satisfied. So all the buses have been in accounted. So if some buses will not be accounted, then go to fourth step and solving the equation Pn. So and so solving the equation Pn and checking conditions Pn is greater than Pn maximum, Pn is less than maximum. So after that, when it is yes, we are going to these steps. When it is no, so this will be going to set Pn equal to Pn minimum. Okay, so when this condition will be satisfying, calculating delta P equal to I into 2Pn minus Pd. If delta P less than E, so when this condition will not satisfied, so we have to checking another condition, delta Pn will be greater than Pd. So when it is, when this condition will be satisfied, then you have to calculate lambda equal to lambda minus delta lambda, and going to third step. So set n equal to 1 and repeating these all steps. So when this condition Pn is greater than Pd will not satisfy, and calculating lambda value, lambda equal to lambda plus delta lambda, and going to third step, set n equal to 1, and repeating these are all steps. Okay, so solving the equation for Pn equal to lambda minus Pn by Fn. Okay, and checking a condition, Pn will be greater than Pn max and Pn will be less than Pn max. When the condition will be satisfying, Pn will be greater than Pn max, and setting Pn equal to Pn maximum. So when the condition will not satisfy, and checking the another condition, Pn is less than Pn max. So and set Pn equal to Pn max. Okay, so and going to another step, set n equal to n plus 1. So when the condition will not satisfy those two condition, and going to another step, set n equal to n plus 1. Okay, so after that we are checking another condition, check all the buses have been accounted. So these are all buses will be in accounted or not, we are checking. So when the buses are all in accounted, so calculating delta P. So when these buses are not accounted, and going to fourth step and solving the equation Pn and repeating these two conditions. So when it is yes, calculating delta P and I into sigma Pn minus Pd. So is delta P less than E. Okay, so this condition will be satisfying, print generation and calculating. So when it will not satisfying this condition, and going to another step, another condition, where sigma Pn is greater than Pd. Okay, when this condition will not satisfy, we are calculating lambda equal to lambda plus delta lambda. When this condition will be satisfying, lambda equal to lambda minus delta lambda. Okay, so from this flow, so this is a flow chart for economic load dispatch for neglecting losses. Okay, so thank you.